Days of Our Lives goings and comings, major cast returns and shocking plot twists shape the week of November 24th to 28th. Welcome back to NBC News Channel. The week of November 24th to 28th promises to deliver some of the most anticipated character returns in recent memory, combined with mysterious storylines that have left viewers on the edge of their seats. The Horton Devereux family dynasty returns in full force. Matthew Ashford and Melissa Reeves, who portray the legendary super couple Jack and Jennifer, are set to dominate the screen time throughout the week with their commanding presence and undeniable chemistry that continues to captivate audiences generation after generation. The power couple will share significant scenes with other prominent family members, most notably with Julie, masterfully portrayed by the legendary Susan Seaforth Hayes, whose wisdom and experience within the Horton family provides both grounding wisdom and emotional depth to every scene she graces. Adding another layer of excitement to this Horton reunion is the highly anticipated return of Casey Moss in the role of JJ, the son of Jack and Jennifer, whose character has undergone significant development and transformation throughout his tenure on the show. Moss will grace the screen beginning on Wednesday, November 26th, when he comes face-to-face with both Philip, portrayed by the accomplished John Paul Lavoisier, and Gabby, brought to life by the talented Sherry Jimenez, setting the stage for potentially explosive interactions and long-simmering tensions that could boil over into confrontation. By Friday, November 28th, JJ's presence will expand exponentially as he reunites with his entire family, the Horton Devereux, marking a significant moment for viewers who have followed this family through countless trials, tribulations, and triumphant moments. Interestingly, Moss's real-life journey mirrors some of the romantic storylines his character has experienced on screen, as the talented actor married his longtime love and former Days of Our Lives co-star just last summer, bringing genuine joy and real-life happiness that fans have eagerly celebrated alongside him. The complex web of the DiMera family intrigue and mysterious disappearances. Meanwhile, the mysterious and often sinister DiMera family is embroiled in one of the most perplexing and unsettling storylines to grip Salem in quite some time, involving the cryptic and troubling disappearances of two major characters whose absence has created a vacuum of uncertainty and speculation throughout the entire town. Kristen Dimmer's situation becomes exponentially more complicated when she is suddenly kidnapped directly from her prison cell, an audacious act that not only defies security protocols but also immediately brands her as a fugitive escapee in the eyes of law enforcement and the general public. The circumstances surrounding Kristen's abduction are particularly disturbing and intentional in their brutality. She is violently struck on the head, rendering her temporarily defenseless, and then blindfolded to disorient her completely, ensuring that she has no awareness of where she is being transported or who her mysterious abductor might be. When Kristen finally regains consciousness and her vision is restored, she awakens to a scene that defies logical explanation. She finds herself trapped in a confined space with Tony DiMera, another prominent character whose own disappearance has puzzled Salem's residents and created its own ripple of confusion and concern. Tony's kidnapping circumstances carry their own air of mystery and intrigue. Unlike Kristen's dramatic prison cell abduction, Tony was seized while he was located overseas on some unspecified business or personal matter, torn away from whatever activities occupied his time abroad. Upon his sudden capture and removal from his international location, Tony finds himself in the same mysterious, confined room with Kristen, suggesting that both abductions were orchestrated by the same individual or group of individuals with a calculated and deliberate purpose in mind. Unraveling the mystery, who stands behind the DiMera kidnappings? The question that dominates fan speculation and online discussion forums concerns the true identity of the mysterious architect behind these coordinated disappearances. Several compelling theories have emerged from dedicated viewers and longtime observers of Salem's complex social dynamics. Some viewers point to Vivian Almain, the scheming matriarch, whose capacity for manipulation and dark intentions has been well established throughout her tenure on the show, suggesting that her hand might be orchestrating events from behind the scenes. Others have directed their suspicions toward Dimitri von Leuchter, portrayed with calculated menace by Peter Port, a character whose unpredictable nature and questionable moral compass make him a prime suspect in any criminal enterprise. However, a particularly intriguing theory suggests that Stefan DiMera, another complex member of the notorious DiMera family whose history with both Kristen and Tony is fraught with complicated motivations and unresolved tensions, could be the mysterious figure behind these kidnappings. This theory gains considerable traction when one considers Stefan's personal circumstances and emotional motivations. Gabby, Stefan's romantic interest, needs desperate reassurance and proof that Stefan has not abandoned her, leaving her vulnerable and uncertain about their relationship's future. Furthermore, Stefan carries deep-seated resentment and a powerful desire for vengeance against numerous individuals within his family circle, particularly against those who have wronged him or questioned his capabilities. Vivian's potential involvement in Stefan's disappearance adds another layer of complexity to this already convoluted situation. While Vivian may not resort to crude physical violence against Stefan, her capacity for psychological manipulation and her willingness to orchestrate elaborate schemes of confinement cannot be dismissed lightly. It is entirely plausible that Vivian has systematically imprisoned Stefan somewhere within Salem's shadowy underbelly, though the possibility remains that Stefan has managed to orchestrate an escape or has undergone some form of psychological reprogramming that has fundamentally altered his personality and motivations. Stefan's historical precedent and the potential for chaos. Stefan's inaugural appearance on the show, when the character was originally portrayed by the acclaimed Tyler Christopher, immediately established him as a force of unpredictable nature and dangerous potential. During his debut, Stefan and Vivian orchestrated a catastrophic disruption at a New Year's Eve celebration, an incident that demonstrated their capacity for creating maximum chaos and disruption when motivated by personal agendas. This historical precedent provides compelling context for current speculation that Stefan, having perhaps undergone significant transformation during his time away from Salem, could potentially stage a dramatic entrance at the upcoming Free Clinic's grand opening event. The extended period of Stefan's absence may have fundamentally transformed his character, possibly reshaping him into a more aggressive, cunning, and strategically sophisticated version of himself. Throughout his time in Salem, numerous individuals have consistently undermined Stefan's capabilities, repeatedly suggesting that he lacks the essential qualities required to function effectively as a genuine DiMera family member or to successfully manage the considerable responsibilities that come with serving as a corporate CEO. These constant challenges to his competence and legitimacy may have ignited a burning desire within Stefan to prove his doubters catastrophically wrong, to demonstrate through decisive action and strategic maneuvering that he possesses not only the capacity but also the ruthlessness required to wield genuine power within his family structure. Supporting cast returns and new developments. The week of November 24th to 28th brings additional cast members back into the spotlight, each contributing their own layers of complexity and emotional resonance to the ongoing narrative. Alice Halsey makes her return as Rachel Black on Monday, November 24th. Beginning her storyline alongside her television father Brady, portrayed by the talented Eric Martsolf, and Rachel's mother Sarah, brought to life by Lindsay Godfrey. Rachel's return generates significant emotional investment from viewers who have followed her character's journey, and her presence on Thursday, November 27th, promises to expand the scope of her storyline and deepen the family dynamics within this important family unit. Carrie Christopher assumes the role of Thomas DiMera for a single but potentially significant appearance on Friday, November 28th, sharing scenes with the returning veteran actors including Matthew Ashford, Susan Seaforth Hayes, and numerous other prominent cast members whose combined star power creates a dynamically charged atmosphere charged with dramatic possibilities. Louis Tomeo returns to Days of Our Lives in his recurring role as Aaron Green, and his character becomes involved in a notably awkward encounter with Chanel, portrayed by the accomplished Raven Bowens, on Tuesday, November 25th. This interaction carries potential ramifications for both characters' future storylines, suggesting that their paths are destined to intersect in ways that neither character may have anticipated or desired. The triumphant returns of Thao Penglis and recent guest stars. The legendary Thao Penglis returns to reprise his iconic role as Tony DiMera, once again sharing scenes with Stacey Hayduk's portrayal of the complex and often unpredictable Kristen DiMera. The chemistry between these two accomplished actors has been a consistent highlight throughout their collaborative tenure on the show, and their scenes together crackle with intensity and dramatic weight that elevates every moment they share on screen. The conclusion of their recent visit to Salem marks the end of an intensely dramatic chapter, as Brian Dattilo reprised his beloved role as Lucas Horton, bringing his characteristic warmth and relatability to his scenes. Similarly, Greg Vaughn returned to embody Eric Brady once more, the minister whose spiritual perspective often provides moral grounding and emotional clarity to the chaotic events that constantly threaten to overwhelm Salem's residents. These guest appearances have enriched the overall narrative tapestry, adding depth and resonance to the ongoing story arcs that continue to captivate devoted viewers and bring new audiences into Days of Our Lives' expansive and endlessly complex world of drama, passion, and human connection. The week ahead promises to deliver exactly what devoted Days of Our Lives fans have come to expect from this legendary program: unexpected twists, emotional reunions, mysterious conspiracies, family drama, and the kind of compelling storytelling that has made this show an institution of American television for decades. As November 24th to 28th unfolds, viewers can settle in for an unforgettable week of drama, intrigue, and the kind of character-driven storytelling that has made Days of Our Lives an enduring favorite among television enthusiasts worldwide.